Welcome back to Project Nell, Emory School of Nursing's big database and suite of applications for practicing nursing data science. Today, nursing student Tia will use a worksheet to create a problem statement and build her first query in Nell. Her goal? To show her school's Institutional Review Board, or IRB, that she'll have the data she needs for a research project. For an intro to Project Nell, check out video 1 in this series. After downloading her query worksheet from the Nell homepage, Tia has what she needs to begin building a database query, or structured search. Her first step is to identify the main problem, or the PCOT question she'd like to answer. PCOT is a helpful acronym that stands for Patient or Population, Issue of Interest, Comparison, Outcome, and Time. PCOT. For patient population, Tia selects people over 65. For issue of interest, she opts for diabetes. For the comparison variable, Tia chooses hemoglobin A1C and says she'll accept any hemoglobin A1C equal to or greater than 9%. She hopes that, with the right insights, she can help people in this high-risk category to stay out of the hospital and avoid readmission. For outcomes, then, she'll need to see readmissions within 90 days. Finally, for time period, Tia will review records for everyone discharged in 2018. The next worksheet question is, who are you targeting for a practice change? Tia's aim is to identify and prevent potential readmissions for adults with diabetes over age 65. For study design, she decides to use a retrospective cohort study. This involves looking back at data for at least 2 different groups over time and comparing specific outcomes. She'll use findings to uncover improved care coordination strategies for people with diabetes. By default, Nell provides data for the past 3 years. Tia indicates she does not need data for all those years, just 2018. Next, the worksheet asks, what type of N or study sample would you like, patients or encounters? An encounter represents a single visit or admission. Searching by encounter will give Tia all the details of the multiple visits taking place among her population. Her results will be organized according to encounter type, like inpatient, ED, clinic, etc. If Tia is interested in looking at all of the encounters across patient journeys, she would select patient. In this case, her results will be organized according to anonymized patient ID numbers. Since Tia wants to see the pattern of admissions and readmissions for patients over time, she opts for patients. The next step is to check the Nell data dictionary so Tia can choose the right variables for her query. Tia looks at the instructions before jumping into the data dictionary. She wonders which variable would give her a result for hemoglobin A1C. First, she looks at the tables and sees labs. This is where laboratory results data are held. Tia goes into the list of fields and scrolls down to the labs table. After choosing labs, she sees a list of variables that make up that dataset. She selects lab_result, which will give her a discrete result of a lab test, and structured_result_type, which will give her the type of lab run. After reviewing the data dictionary, she decides she'll need variables from the patient demographics and hospital encounters tables. Tia is ready to run her first query. She returns to Nell and selects Try It Now. Running down the click-through choices, she picks 2018, Lab Pathway, Other Labs, and searches for A1C. She runs a query that returns 52,000 results. Informaticist Andy explains Tia's results include everyone who was tested for a hemoglobin A1C, even if they don't have a diabetes diagnosis. This is too large a dataset for this problem statement, which only includes patients diagnosed with diabetes. Andy suggests choosing the diagnosis pathway instead of labs. She helps Tia use the ICD-10 finder to get the diagnosis code she'll need. Tia clicks No CPT and Discharge Diagnosis Type and hits Run, getting 36,000 results. She also chooses hospital encounters, labs, and patient demographics based on her plan to capture additional variables in her dataset and hits Confirm. Andy tells Tia that the data she has in front of her has been anonymized by Nell. This means protected health information has been removed. That's important to her data management plan and her IRB submission. Tia now has a diverse, anonymized patient sample for analysis and is ready to download the data. She can't wait to submit her proposal. Want to know more about Nell? Follow this series to learn how to talk to a data analyst about cleaning and merging data, how to work with a statistician to analyze data, and more. Contact Project Nell at emory.edu to chat with our team.